Let's move on to the daily update. We have the second case of death caused by the Omicron case in Thailand. I'm sorry, caused by the Omicron variant in Thailand. So, Kun Vitaya, do you have any updates on this?
Right, that's my turn. Yesterday, we had another report about second death case from Omicron. She was an 84-year-old patient in Udon Thani. Udon Thani is a northeastern province in Thailand. The Center for COVID-19 Situation Administrations, or CCSA, announced yesterday that she was the second person to die from the COVID-19 variants in Thailand. The woman lived in Udon Thani, Kud Chap district, and she was in the final stage of lung cancer and hooked up to a high flow oxygen machine. She tested positive for COVID-19 on January the 10th. It is believed she picked up the virus from her son. Owing to her health, her family requested that she be treated at home in isolation. She was prescribed favipiravir and doctors monitored her oxygen levels. The CCSA said she had no fever and her breathing was not distressed from January 10 to 14. However, on Saturday, her oxygen levels dropped to 76% and she began panting, and her family chose not to have her admitted to the hospital, and she was pronounced dead at 7:45 p.m. on Saturday. The first Omicron toll also took place last week. On January 12th, Thailand's first Omicron victim was an 86-year-old bedridden Alzheimer patient in Hat Yai district in Songkhla province. Songkhla Public Health announced, authorities said on Sunday that she had apparently already received 2 Pfizer jabs. The provincial public health office said that the Hat Yai native, the person, was a bedridden Alzheimer patient. It is believed she picked up the variant from her grandson, who tested positive after returning from Phuket. Although we have 2 Omicron fatalities, Thailand's COVID-19 crisis seems steady after a spike in the first week of 2022. Public Health Ministry Permanent Secretary Dr. Kietipoom Wongrachit said on Sunday that Thailand's COVID-19 situation has started to stabilize after the first 2 weeks of this year. He said in the first week, Thailand saw a rising number of new infections due to the spread of Omicron, which is more highly transmissible than the Delta variant. However, the number of new infections have started stabilizing and heading downwards, while the number of patients with severe symptoms is also dropping. After 2 first weeks of 2022, the country saw the lowest number of COVID-19 patients who require respirators. Though the trend is improving, Thailand still maintains alert level 4. This means all high-risk venues will be closed and people will have to refrain from traveling and participating in large gatherings to contain the spread of the virus. People are also advised to get a COVID-19 booster shot and regularly undergo ATK tests. If the situation continues improving, the ministry will urge the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration to ease some measures so people's lives can return to normal as soon as possible. But don't lower your guard yet. Earlier this month, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, head of the World Health Organization, the authorities warned against describing the Omicron variant as mild amid a tsunami of cases overwhelming health systems across the world. The UN agency's latest weekly update showed that a record 9.5 million COVID-19 infections were reported across the world over the previous week. This was a 71% increase on the previous 7-day period. All regions reported a surge in the number of COVID-19 infections, with the largest increase or 100% increase observed in the Americas, followed by 78% in Southeast Asia and 65% in Europe. He said, while Omicron does appear to be less severe compared to Delta, especially in those vaccinated. It doesn't mean it should be categorized as mild. Just like previous variants, Omicron is hospitalizing people and it's killing people. He said the tsunami of cases is so huge and quick that it's overwhelming health systems around the world. Hospitals are becoming overcrowded and understaffed, which further results in unpreventable deaths from not only COVID-19, but other diseases and injuries where patients cannot receive timely care.